Alright, what's up? We're back with Demon Bluff. We made it to Ascension 3 last time. Endless mode unlocks with Ascension 4. Not really down for Endless, but we can keep going with the Ascensions. New haircut, who dis? Yeah, I just went yesterday, because I have a wedding this weekend. Right, there are 2 corruptions around me. 5 is a real lover. Closest evil is clockwise. I am 2 cards away from closest evil. No evils adjacent. And we got a witch. So our 1 outcast, we got the Plague Doctor. And Puka, what do you do? You corrupt the villager next to you. And we know the Alchemist had 2 corruptions, which checks out since we have Puka and a Plague Doctor. You're saying 5 is a real lover. 5 is saying no evil adjacent. But you're saying you're 2 away from evil, which would be the medium. And yet, the Enlightened is saying closest evil is clockwise. So either the Hunter is lying. Well, okay, wait. If there were 2 corruptions next to you, can't be the Plague Doctor. Can't be you. We don't know what 7 is. So if he cured... Does he cure? He cures all corruptions. So then if these 2 were corrupted, they should be cured. Which means they're not lying unless they're evil. And you're saying no evil next to you. You're saying 2. Curious. Closest clockwise. 2 away. Let's assume you're evil. You're not. So we can Plague Doctor. Well, both corruptions are cured, so I don't even think his ability even works. Closest evil is clockwise. So I'm gonna say it's the Hunter. Yeah. Which means Puka must have corrupted the Enlightened, which was then cured. So you're telling the truth. And then the lover. What? Were there 3 corruptions? Puka corrupted you. Okay. Bad start. Pick 2 characters, learn if any is evil. We got our Slayer. Puka is 1 card away from evil. 2 Fortune Tellers. I am 1 card away from corrupted. We got 2 Slayers and a Baker. I was a Slayer. I randomly unrevealed good villager becomes a 1 random. The 1 looks a little too close to an eye. It's almost identical. Learn which villager I was. 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a Baker. And they're saying they were a Slayer, which seems crazy, because then we would have 3 Slayers. We have 1 doppelganger. Drunk. I disguise it as a random not-in-play villager. Chancellor disguises No, he makes one villager an outcast. So either the baker is lying to me, because I don't think we could have 3 slayers. Okay, fortune teller, learn if any is evil. Okay, and you're saying you're 1 away from corrupted. And you're saying Puka is 1 card away. So let's see. One of you. 4 to 7 evil false. Okay. What if it's 5 or 6 evil true? Interesting. Is it couldn't kill 6? Couldn't kill 5. I mean, that doesn't really help me. One of you is fake. I've used everything I can. Do we know drunk? Drunk I disguise as a random not in play villager. But in that case, who's not in play? Could be the baker. But then the baker is saying there were a slayer. I am corrupted and I lie. So yeah, you could be the drunk. Puka is... I'm 1 card away from corrupted. Does it... I mean... It's 5 or 6 evil. Take our shot. Oh, doppelganger. Which means you're real, I think. Doppelganger, Chancellor. Chancellor turns 1 villager into an outcast. So, if the Chancellor is 5, then they could have turned this person into an outcast. So, do we trust this fortune teller? We don't. They lied to us. You were the drunk. The Chancellor was the baker. Oh, and then Puka corrupted this slayer. But I used it to attack the other one anyway, so it didn't matter. We go again. 2 is good. I am the original baker. I was a scout. Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. Got a druid, learn 1 random outcast. There's only 1 pair of evil. Holy, we got 3 bakers. 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. This one is saying they were a baker, even though they are still a baker, which is a little weird. That was a scout. So one of them has to be the doppelganger. So let's pick... Well, okay, let's pick these 2, and then you. There are no outcasts. Really? So you're the doppelganger? Even though you're saying you're the original. I was a scout. 2 is good. 1 pair of evil. So we have Minion and Puka. So if... Well, hang on, but you're saying Minion is 3 cards away, and then you're saying there's 1 pair of evil. So which one of them do I trust? It's you. So then you... Corrupted one of these. We don't know which one. 3, 6. I guess 6 was technically not an outcast. You're saying 2 is good. And you're saying minion is 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. Curious. So if we assume this one is actually the doppelganger, that's how it's done. Shaman. Game start. There are 2 same villager roles in current village. I lie and disguise. Learn up to 3 characters. Among them are 1 villager, 1 outcast, and 1 evil, if possible. One card away from corrupted. 1 card away from corrupted. They can't both be. We just got the 1 plague doctor. Oh, and Puka. So we do have 2 corrupted. There are 2 same villager roles in current village. That is true so far. Wretch. Plague doctor. Okay. So you are saying you're 1 away from corrupted. And then you're also saying you're 1 away. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 4 is good. But since we have the shaman, there are 2 same villager roles in current village. But does that mean an evil can disguise as a duplicate villager? That's the question. Four is good. What do? Pick 2 characters, learn if any is evil. Then you learn 1 random outcast. Oh, we already know both of them. So let's see. Doing these 2. It's 2 or 3 evil, false. But we know 1 is. At least 2 of these are corrupted, though. Somebody could be lying. Oh, you were real? You were real. So, let's see. Who could be corrupted? If you were 1 away from corrupted, well, you might just be evil. Three is corrupted, 4 is evil. Interesting. What happened? Seeing double. Sure. Oh. Plague Doctor was the shaman. Ooh. Oh no, I picked you. Ah, okay. If I had picked the other bard. So it seems like the shaman just duplicates 2 good villagers. Hey, is it Luchokas or Lukokas? You're back. First time was correct, Luchokas. 2 plague doctors, which makes sense as we got the villager. The shaman, I mean. Bishop. Between 1, 3, and 4, there is a villager, minion, and outcast. Learn up to 3 characters, 1 villager, 1 outcast, 1 evil. Between 1, 3, and 4, villager, minion, outcast. 1, 3, and 4. That's you. I guess they could be saying they're a villager. 2 bishops. Architect. Learn which side of the circle is more evil. Both sides are equally evil. Okay. So you're saying the same thing as you. So I guess... my guess would be the shaman duplicated the bishop. I am 2 cards away from evil. I'm 1 card away from corrupted. Learn how many are evil. So if you're saying these 2 are evil. No, let's not pick that one. And let's see. I don't know. Pick this one. There are 2 evils. Interesting. One. Hang on. 1 card away, because we have 2 corrupted here because of the plague doctors. Although if one of the plague doctors are evil, can it still corrupt even though it's disguising as a plague doctor? I am 1 card away from corrupted. What about you? Not corrupted. Could be you, but 6 is corrupted and evil? Excuse me? Fake plague doctor doesn't corrupt. Okay, good to know. Also, this message just seems really sus. 2 cards away from evil, so that was true. We don't know if you're lying. You said 8 is not corrupt. You're saying both sides are equally evil. And then you're saying between 3, 4, and 5 there are 2 evils. So if this one is good, then it would leave the bishop, but then we wouldn't be equally evil. So you could be corrupted. The only thing I don't know is if... I mean, it seems like the shaman only duplicates the good villager from what I've seen. Just take a shot in the dark here. 2 corrupted. And this one said... You're saying 8 is not corrupted. Now we know you're the legit plague doctor. But not corrupted doesn't mean not evil. Okay. In that case... Because, I mean, I guess, could both bishops be corrupted? But then... both sides equally evil. And I'm guessing it's based on the architect's position. So it's gotta be this side. based on the circle? Like, based on this central circle, or does the architect's position matter? 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7. Two cards away from closest evil. I mean, is it possible the bard is the other evil? Apparently it was. Puppeteer. Game start. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet if possible. It's evil but cannot lie. I tell you something really interesting. Adjacent truthful characters tell me to shut up instead of sharing their info. Ooh, the Northern Lion learn. Shut up. What's this guy? Adjacent truthful characters tell me to shut up. Okay. So then we can assume this one is good. An apple is like, it's made out of edible wood. You do be saying stuff like that. Okay, so we have Puka, so we have one corrupted. Puppeteer. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet if possible. It's evil but cannot lie. So the puppet is evil? Five is a real enlightened. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. So it can only really be you. One is evil 2, 5, or 8. 2, 5, or 8. Number 2, shut up. Interesting. Okay. So that means they're both telling the truth? Learn one random outcast. Do we have any? No, it's just him. Learn if any is evil. Between you two. 7 or 8, true. Okay. And you're saying... So both of these are kind of pointing towards 8. We also got... No, I don't think knowing an outcast is helpful. Okay, so you lied to me. Unless it's 7. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Oh, 7. We got the skin. Ah, corrupted. Four is a real lover. I'm 3 away from evil. I am 1 away from evil. No evils adjacent. 1 bombardier. And we got a witch. A witch? I disguise as a random non-in-play villager. Which I guess is why it only says there's 1 outcast. Okay, witch and Puka. 4 is a real lover. 3. I am 1 card away from evil. I am 3 cards away from evil. Pick 3 characters. Learn if any is an outcast. Will this reveal if there's a drunk? Drunk? Lies. Yeah. There is a drunk. Okay. 1 away from evil. 3 away. Curious. Think. And 1 is going to be corrupted. Yeah, let's take you out. Okay. So you must have corrupted the lover. You are... Is it? Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted, if possible. Okay, so then they're both... They can both be corrupted. 4 is a real lover. That's true. And... Huh. Well, one of you must be... a witch. One of them... We also have the drunk, which could be 7. 4 is a real lover. I don't want to kill this guy, but if he's telling the truth, and this one's telling the truth, but then you're also saying one of them is a drunk. That's not helpful. The hell is an oracle? Learn that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion. 4 or 5 is a witch. Curious. 4 or 5. So if the medium is the drunk, demons cannot counterclaim a good villager. Or 5. But if you're the drunk, then you could be lying. Damn. You were the drunk. Dude, finally, some more familiar cards. Okay, so we have our 2 outcasts, a Chancellor and Puka. Right side is more evil, because we got the Wretch. So if it's the Wretch plus 1 other evil, Knight can't die unless they're corrupted. Puka was disguised as the Hunter, meaning there cannot exist a Hunter villager. I've already forgotten what the board looked like before, so I'm not sure. 2 or 6 is a Chancellor. 2 or 6. Right side is more evil. Pick 1 if they're lying. 4 is lying. But you would say that if you were the Chancellor, wouldn't you? 2 or 6 is a Chancellor. So if closest evil is counterclockwise, and you're saying 2 or 6, then you're saying they're lying. If the Knight survives, then they're real, which means what does that mean? Because if you were the Chancellor, then you would turn one of these into an outcast, unless villager becomes an outcast role. But I don't know if that applies to the wretch. 6. I mean, architect could be corrupted. In which case, if 4 is lying, it could either be Puka. If they're Puka, then they corrupted the architect. They're the chancellor. So the chancellor can make a wretch, I guess. And then Puka. Closest evil is counterclockwise. We know the knight is legit. Judge was legit. So Puka could be 6. And then corrupted the architect. Oh. Or Puka could have just been the architect, clearly. Ba is 1 card away from closest evil. 1, 4, or 6 is evil. Got a knight. 2 or 6 is poisoner. 1 card away from evil. 1 card away from evil. And we have a poisoner, which one adjacent villager is corrupted. Okay. And Ba can hide. Let's say we have 1 outcast. So if there was a doppelganger, it would show up here, right? But we have a hidden card here. So that might be Ba hiding the doppelganger. 1, 4, 6. Ba is 1 away from evil. The knight is legit. 2 or 6 is the poisoner. 2 or 6. And then you're also saying 6 could be evil. Doppelganger. Okay. Which means the doppelganger disguises as a good villager. So our hunter is good. In which case Poisoner corrupts an adjacent corrupted villager. An adjacent. Now it's either no, 2 can't be a poisoner because if the knight was corrupted, it would have died when I attacked it. So it must be you. Right, I forgot about the corrupted part. I guess a bombardier can't be corrupted, right? Because what would happen? Okay, knight. Evil is equidistant. 2 evils adjacent. I am dizzy. Closest evil is clockwise. We got 2 knights. 2 knights, 1 doppelganger, and a corrupted. Closest evil is clockwise. I guess we could find out which one is. There is a doppelganger. So if we assume it's you, if I attack you, nothing happens. Closest evil is equidistant. Closest evil is clockwise. Which would mean the druid. But the druid seems to have told the truth. You're saying there's two adjacent to you. And since it's gotta be you, which means this one is... Yeah, so if this one is corrupted, then you're the doppelganger. Then, wait a minute. Two evils adjacent to me. Oh, but Puka can corrupt both villagers. So if you're also lying... Oh, wait, so the druid... What? Between... Oh, I picked two, I forgot. Okay. Lock in. Plague Doctor. Confessor is dizzy. Knight. Baker. I am the original Baker. I am dizzy. What do we have? We have a Plague Doctor. And a Chancellor. So Plague Doctor could have corrupted. No. Okay. That's one down. Plague Doctor. I don't want to risk attacking the Knight if they're the corrupted one. Learn if any... So we know you're legit since you did that. Who could be... Let's pick between these two. One is evil. Five. 4 is corrupted. 5 is evil. Curious. One random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. But I guess it can also just stay a baker? Four is good. I'm 4 cards away from evil. Okay. Very specific. Minion is 1 card away from closest evil. Plague Doctor. No evils adjacent. 2 gem crafters. We have a shaman, which means I think a shaman only duplicates good ones, good villagers, but 1 could be corrupted. 4 is good. Minion is 1 card away from evil. No adjacent evils. 4 cards away from evil. Very specific. Very specific. 8 is not corrupted. 7 is good. You're saying 4 is good. But then this guy is saying Druid is evil. There are 3 evils? Okay, so you could be corrupted. Minion is 1 card away from closest evil. That's that. Puppeteer. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet if possible. So we got the Rambler and Poisoner. I am dizzy. Judge. Okay. I was a Slayer. So this guy, truthful characters tell me to shut up. They are both telling me to shut up. So we assume those two are good. And this one, I mean, it's telling me to shut up, but the arrows are telling me that there's an evil this way. So, no one was corrupted next to me. So it's, if couldn't kill one, you could be corrupted though. Check if they're lying. I was a Slayer. Eight is saying the truth. No, but you're saying no one is corrupted, so you must be evil. Puppet. Okay. And that's fine. You have to kill the puppet. So Slayer couldn't kill one, but it could have been corrupted. Since the alchemist got cured nobody. You were the corrupted one. Interesting. Which means Slayer is evil. And Judge was corrupted, so yeah. Okay, Witness. Learn a character that was affected by an evil ability. Poet. Learn random info. They do be adding people. Got a Wretch. Architect. Shut up. So we got the Rambler. Ooh. But if the Confessor is saying I am dizzy, then we won't know. I keep waking up my cat with my exaltations. 2, 6, or 7 is evil. 2, 6, or 7. Number 1 was affected by an evil. I mean, technically true, maybe? Because the Wretch is seen as evil. 8, learn random info. 6 is good. 6 is good. Okay. 6 couldn't kill 4. We have... Okay, hang on. We have no duplicates. So our hidden outcast could be a drunk. So someone could be lying. And then we also have the poisoner. Truthful characters tell me to shut up. So that means the architect is likely good. Pick 2. 6 or 8, evil, false. 2, 6, or 7 is evil. 6 or 8 is false. I feel like 7 is kind of weird saying the Wretch is affected by evil, because technically it should be seen as evil. Okay, no. 7 was good. And you're saying 2, 6, or 7. Slayer couldn't kill. Holy man, this is getting tough. Bah. 1 is corrupted. 6 or 7. 6. Okay, you lied. That means you could be corrupted. 2, 6, or 7 is evil. You're telling the truth. You're saying 6 is good. So you could also be either 8 or 9, probably. Question is, which one is evil and which one is corrupted? Between 6 or 8, neither are evil. 6 is good. I don't know, just send it 50-50. Ooh, we take those. Investigator, pick 2 characters, learn the most suspicious type among them. Among Us? 1 evil adjacent. Okay, no one was corrupted. Twin minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. I am 4 cards away from closest evil. Learn 1 random outcast. Learn the most suspicious type among them. Learn the most suspicious type. 6 or 9 is a minion. 1 evil adjacent to me. 5 is evil. 3 is corrupted. 5 is evil. 3 is corrupted. And this guy is saying 6 or 9 is a minion. What do you do? Learn random outcast. We already know all the outcasts, right? There is a wretch. Okay, that's just a lie. So either you are corrupted or you're evil. But you must be corrupted, which means the alchemist is evil. What? Then you're just evil. Yeah. Twin minion is 3 away from evil. So 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. I guess if the plague doctor is evil, we don't actually have any corrupted. And this guy is saying, this guy's saying 6 or 9 is a minion. We only have 2 evils. And the lover is saying 1 evil adjacent. 6 or 9 is a minion. In that case, if we assume the plague doctor is real, then wait, what if we just there is a wretch? Curious. So are you corrupted? Holy. Unless you're evil, and then the hunter is corrupted? we had two druids. Villagers adjacent to me. I keep forgetting they can make both corrupted. Oh yeah, wait. So then we could have 3 corrupted. Holy. Now we know you're evil. So if... we also know Puka is a demon, not a minion. In that case, if the druid is Puka, they corrupt these two. Holy. Okay, Lilith. At night, kill a random unrevealed character, deal 2 damage to you. Okay. When is night? Dreamer, pick 2 characters, learn a role that's among them and one that's not. My ability refreshes after each night. Oh, this thing. I didn't even notice this. Night cycle. When you reveal a card, the clock ticks. After 4 ticks, the night falls. During the night, some demons might kill and various characters can take action. After every character has acted, the game returns to daytime. Okay, there are 2 pairs of evil. I was a baker. You're still a baker. No one was corrupted. Oh. Okay. Killed by demon, card cannot be revealed. Interesting. And that takes 2 HP. 7 was affected by an evil. You're a dreamer. Pick 2 characters, learn a role that's among them, and one that's not. A role that's among them. Among 3 and 4, there's an alchemist or witch. Okay, well that's true. So I'm gonna choose to think you're good. What do we have? We have... unless the witness... wait, but it says 7 was affected by evil. But 3 was an alchemist. So 4 is a witch. Then we also have puppeteer. Do we take a shot at this guy? Should not have taken a shot. Evils are not adjacent to each other. And you're saying there's 2 pairs of evil. Okay. And if I open one more card, someone is going to die. But maybe we want that. If we let Lilith kill a good villager, it only takes 2 HP. And then we know for sure which card is good. Oh, I can't. Can't open it because we have a witch. Oh. Alright. Well. No one was corrupted. There are 2 pairs of evil. Which is possible because we have 4 possible evils. Jesus. Okay. Evils are not adjacent. 7. What does it mean to be affected by evil though? Because before it called the wretch affected by evil, but we know the wretch appears as evil. So could it just be that 7 is evil? But then they also told the truth. So then this guy was fine. There's no corrupted. Send it. Puppet. Okay. That makes sense. Affected by evil because it was a puppet. Now the puppeteer has to be adjacent to the puppet. So we also have two of you, but we don't have. Why would there be a duplicate? Kill a random unrevealed. Huh. There are two pairs of evil. Send it on number 6. Okay, okay. Alright. That's one pair of evil. So... Oh, and you're the witch. So... What happened? Lilith didn't kill anybody? Kill a random unrevealed character. Oh. But I still take damage. I see. So... Anyway, you have to be the puppeteer. And then... What are we left with? We're left with Lilith. So you were telling the truth. There were two pairs. You were good. There was no corrupted. I mean, I'm inclined to believe it's not the Bombardier because this one only said there's two pairs of evil and not 3. Which means it's the Baker. Let's go. New character, Lycanthrope. Is this supposed to be Ludwig? At night, if I am unrevealed, I become an evil werewolf and I will lie. I disguise as a not-in-play villager. Here. 7 is a real lover. It's easier to order a sandwich than to develop a personality. Oh, he's so real for that. Holy. But wait a minute. Adjacent truthful characters tell me to shut up instead of sharing info. So you could be corrupted or evil. Number 2 is telling me to shut up, and I love that. I love that for me. Learn up to 3. Okay. 2 is a real rambler. I mean, I'm inclined to believe you. What happened? Night passed, but there's no... I have no cards that do anything at night. No, I have a lycanthrope. If I am unrevealed, I become an evil werewolf. Okay, so now he's an evil werewolf. Closest evil is counterclockwise. There is only one pair of evil. No evil adjacents to me. One pair of evil. We have a duplicate. Jester. Learn how many are evil. Okay. I'm gonna take you, and you. Between 1, 5, and 7, there are 3 evils. Holy. Could that be true? Oh, so we don't actually know who the lycanthrope is? Or that's because he became a werewolf and now is disguised. Oh no, he always disguises. Okay, okay. A lot going on now. So we have Puka, who corrupts. So we only have one corrupted. I'm assuming the Chancellor is the one that created the lycanthrope. So they should be next to each other. And now, because he's a werewolf, it's fine if we kill him. Both of these guys are saying there's only one pair of evil, but we have no doppelganger. Closest is counterclockwise. It's a little Susswald. And you're saying no evils adjacent to you. I feel like there's too many evils in play for this to be true. Okay. So but one of you must also be evil. There's only one pair of evil. Do we just send it? No balls? Corrupted. Okay. But then you must be evil. Since you were a real... Werewolf is basically an extra evil if you don't flip him by the first night. Right? So we got 3 more to go. Oh wait, hang on. So now we know Puka is over here. So this one should not be corrupted. Okay. What did you say? Among 1, 5, and 7, there are 3 evils. I mean, so far, that checks out. So, number 5. Goodbye, Werewolf Ludwig. And now... 7 is a real lover. Yeah, that should also... I mean, it's gotta be you, right? Because so far there's no pair of evil. But if you're evil, then that would mean there's 2 pairs of evil. Holy, we did it. Alright, Ascension 4, holy. Only 5 cards. The Rambler. Look, I've got being annoying down to a science. If you close your eyes, things become harder to see. Very true. Alright, well. 5 is good. I mean, it's gotta be you, right? One card away from evil. Between 1, 4, and 5, there's a villager, outcast, and minion. 4 is good. I am 2 cards away from evil. Counterclockwise is evil. Between 2, 3, and 4, there is a minion, villager, and outcast. Wretch. Okay. I'm 1 card away from evil. That's true. Between 1, 4, and 5, there's a villager, outcast, villager, outcast, and minion. 1, 4, 5. And you're saying closest evil is counterclockwise. Outcast. Doppelganger. Who is duplicate? The hunter... A hunter is duplicated, so you must be the doppelganger. Oh, and we also... No, wait, but we have two outcasts because of the Chancellor. Or no, I guess it's just these 2. But we have a corrupted. You're saying 4 is good. I guess a doppelganger registers as good. 1, 4, and 5. So if we're assuming you're a doppelganger, you're saying evil is counterclockwise. Poisoner. Poisoner corrupts 1 adjacent villager. So you... Between 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. There's a minion, villager, and outcast. Minion. Chancellor does register as a minion. So could 3? No. No, not at all. Hang on. Between 2, 3, and 4. But you only corrupt 1. Well, who the hell is the Chancellor? One villager becomes an outcast. I sit next to it. It's gotta be you. And then the wretch is the outcast. Yeah, okay. Two cards away from corrupted. Oops. One pair of evil. Druid. 2 is good. Who is the investigator supposed to be? I'm assuming it's also a streamer. So we have a poisoner. So we have 2 corrupted in play. I am 2 cards away. Corrupted. No idea. Are you actually corrupted? Not corrupted. Could be 8. There's 1 pair of evil. What do? Learn the most suspicious type among them. So let's pick you and you. 8 or 2 is a demon. Okay. You're saying 2 is good. Pick. Let's see. No outcasts. That's true. It is true. Are you telling the truth? 7 is lying. You're saying 4 is not corrupted. 1 pair of evil. 2 cards away from corrupted. 2 cards away. We know there's going to be 2 corrupted. Eight or 2 is a demon. You were corrupted. Seven. You said 7 is lying, which is technically true since it was corrupted. 8 or 2 is a demon. So you must be okay. I think. Maybe. There's 1 pair of evil. 2 is good. Wait, but then neither of these is corrupted. Unless the bard is corrupted. In which case... between 6 or 3. One of you has to die. Oh. Classic. They were covering for each other. 3 evils, holy. Alright. I am an idiot sandwich. Puppet is 1 card away from closest evil. I was a baker. 3 is a real plague doctor. We have a knight. Puppet is 1 card away from closest evil. So true. Shaman duplicates a villager. But a duplicated villager could be corrupted, I would assume. Let's see. What do you say? You say shut up, so you must be truthful. And you also correctly activated your ability, so you must be real. The Plague Doctor. We have only 1 corrupted. So is a scout corrupted? 2 is evil. 4 is corrupted. But if you should say shut up. Okay. Now we have puppeteer, a puppet, and minion. 3 is a real plague doctor. Incorrect. And then one of you. Okay. All right. 6 or 7 is a shaman. 6 or 7. Closest evil is equidistant. 2 jesters. If you are lost, simply remember where you are. 8 is a real judge. We have 1 corrupted. 8 is a real judge. But, you know, yeah, so you could be corrupted. Could be. Learn how many are evil. I'm gonna pick you, and 6 or 7 is a shaman. There are 2 evils. Okay, you also shared info. So you could be the corrupted one, and you could be the evil one, since 3 is saying closest evil is equidistant. Let's go. And now, so we know you're corrupted. 4 is corrupted, 6 is evil. That's true. You are also telling the truth. Let's see. Judge on you. 3 is lying. We're figuring it out. There are 2 pairs of evil. Dreamer. Learn a role that's among them and one that's not. My ability refreshes each night. Oh. Interesting. So if I pick you and you now, among 1 and 3, there is a knitter or bishop. Those are both true. Between 1, 8, 9, there's an outcast, minion, and villager. 1, 8, 9. Chancellor is 1 away from evil. So now, pick D2. Among 8 and 9, there's a scout or poisoner. Interesting. There is a scout. So you're saying this is a poisoner. You lied to me, you piece. It's a little sus. This is ore. Not necessarily an. 5, 8, 9. 5, 8, 9. 2 evils adjacent. Q again. There's a chancellor or shaman. There is a chancellor or shaman. So one of them. Oh, and there's a lycanthrope. I just realized. And now it's a werewolf. Since we already passed night. One is also a drunk. Holy. So we got 4 evils. A corrupted. And a drunk. That's rough. 2 pairs of evil. 5, 8, or 9 is evil. You're real. No evils adjacent to me. No evils adjacent to me? So you have to be corrupted. You must be real. 5, 8, 9. 5, 8, 9. You're a real knight. 5. Between 5, 6, and 8. Holy. Okay, poisoner. Poisoner only corrupts 1. Now you're saying... Oh, evil's adjacent to me, so the Empress must be fine. Between 1, 8, and 9. 1, 8, and 9. There's an outcast minion and villager. So we know the knight is legit. 1 is an outcast. Chancellor is 1 away. And we need 3 more evils. Huh. Hello. Damn it. Oh. Okay. Wait, you don't lose if you kill the drunk? So that leaves us with you. And then, yeah, there's 2 more. So it must be... Unless this one is also... No, it can't be evil. Can't be evil. It's you. That's it. Oh, I revealed Ludwig before he could turn into a werewolf. We got 2 internet weebs in the chat. I'm 2 cards away from corrupted. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 7 is good. Caught. Oh. Okay, we have a Lilith. Closest evil is clockwise. 7 is good. 2 evils adjacent to me. That's sus since one of them is now dead. Lilith is 2 cards away from closest evil. Knight. 7 for sure evil. Knight is good. 2 cards away from corrupted. 2 cards away from corrupted. So if... Seven is the poisoner. It could have corrupted 8. Oh, you're not the poisoner though. And 7 is not good. But... Closest evil. Seven's not good, but you could be corrupted. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 2 away from corrupted. Okay. Backseating policy, I would say if I'm like really struggling with something, you can maybe like guide my hips a little bit. But I would say don't like just give a straight up answer. Okay. Lilith is 2 away from evil. So if you're telling the truth, 1, 2, 1, 2. But this one was saying 2 away from corrupted. 2 away. And what do we have the poisoner left. If we... Alright. Jester. No evils adjacent. 2 cards away from evil. 2 cards away from corrupted. 2 cards away from corrupted. 1, 8, or 9 are evil. I am good. And we have a witch. So... Okay, well, you're obviously the wretch. And And then we have 2 corrupted. I'm 2 cards away from corrupted. 2 cards away from corrupted. I'm 2 away from evil. So let's see. You're saying 2. There's 1 evil. Interesting. Learn if any is evil. Is 5 or 8 evil true? Curious. 5. Say goodnight. Poisoner. So you told the truth. Which means you're corrupted. Which means you're good. 1, 8, or 9 is evil. And then this guy said... This guy also told the truth. 1, 8, or 9... Yeah, we know the 9 is the wretch. Which registers as evil. So you're also truthful. I'm 2 away from evil. That was also true. No. I'm left with too many good cards. No evil's adjacent to me. Unless... What's Puka do? Minions can be anything. That's why you love it. Demons, drunks, lycans, however, can only be fake villagers. Okay, good tip. So if demons, drunks, lycans can only be fake villagers. So a poisoner is a minion. Just Puka is the demon. So if you find Puka, kill whoever is the same villager type. Okay, makes sense. Thank you. I mean... I feel like with what I've got here, it's possible that the bard could just be... No. Because then the poisoner would have corrupted the fortune teller, but the fortune teller was telling the truth. So the bard must be the corrupted one. Or 9 is evil. But we know 9 has to be the wretch. No evil's adjacent to me. I mean, this guy is telling the truth. This guy was also telling the truth. Jester and Lover. Hunter can't be Puka. Yeah, it's just weird because the Jester's telling me the truth, which is what I find is weird. But can they still just tell the truth? Oh, but Puka corrupts both, or can corrupt both. Yeah. But Hunter is telling the truth. 3, 5, 8. 1, 8, or 9. So if the Jester was corrupted, 3, 5, 8. Who is left? It's the Witch. But Puka corrupts both, or can corrupt both, right? If possible. So I don't see why it wouldn't be possible to not corrupt the Hunter. Puka, villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. Why does Puka imply there's someone evil next to her? No evil is adjacent to me. So you're saying it has to be the Hunter because Puka is lying. You stake your chat life on this? Good call. Ascension 5. Alright, to stay unpredictable, never know what you are doing. One corruption around me. Shut up. The longer something takes, the longer it feels. So true. Well. Let's see. Chancellor turns into an outcast. And the drunk? Empress and Bishop are goated. So much info. There was one corrupted around me. I mean, that can't be... Well, I guess it is true, because the drunk is corrupted but cannot be cured. There was one corruption. So it's gotta be, I mean, since you're saying shut up, it's gotta be this guy. That's the fake. The drunk disguises as a villager, not as an outcast. Why would 5 be evil? Because this one is saying... If this one is saying shut up, shouldn't this be truthful? 4 is drunk? Curious. Lying Rambler makes other liars... Shut up. Corruption causes lying. Lying Rambler. 50-50. Between 1 and 5, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Number 2, shut up. As long as you don't die, you win. Between 1 and 5. Excuse me? You should be saying shut up. And between 1, 2, 4, you tell the truth. 5 is lying. Couldn't kill 5. Interesting. And I don't have... There's no corrupted. So... You must be lying. Lying bishops make mentions villagers? I'm not sure what you mean. 5 is a real Rambler. Okay, we have a doppelganger. We gotta find the lycanthrope. Left side is more evil. Don't feed the hand that bites. Shut up. Left side is more evil. I am the original baker. Okay, so we have a doppelganger. And then what were you saying earlier? Demons... If a demon disguises as one type of villager, then all others are fake. If the bishop is lying, then the people she mentions are actually all villagers. Not any of the one Alcus, one evil, one villager. Oh, the lycanthrope didn't transform because we didn't take damage. Did it say you take damage? Alright. We got 2 bakers, we got 2 architects, and 2 poets. We have no duplicates. No, we have a duplicate. We don't have any corrupted. You... Even though you're a duplicate, you should still say shut up, right? Since you're next to the Rambler? Oh, maybe not. Doesn't say... Okay. 5 is a real Rambler. 1, 5, or 7 is evil. 1, 5, or 7. You're saying left side is more evil. But doppelganger disguises as a good villager, so you're fine. 1, 5, or 7 is evil. 1, 5, or 7. But you're saying I am good. And we have no corrupted. So actually, I think you're lying. No, you're not lying. Ah, the lycanthrope disguises as a good one. I am good. I am good. Original baker. I am good. 6 was affected by evil. 3 cards away from evil. I was a bard. 3 away from evil. Got a shaman and a doppelganger. So I mean, it's possible that the shaman duplicated the confessor and then the doppelganger is also a confessor. 6 was affected by evil, so you could be corrupted, and you are poisoner. You're not poisoner, which means 5 is lying. Probably. Shaman and Doppel are the confessed trio. Poisoner, which means you are corrupted. Now, I mean, I don't know if it's safe to assume that 2 and 3 are actually good. Was a bard. Kind of unless has to be 6. Original Baker and Good Confessor are never evil. Cards away from closest evil. Original Baker. No evils. 1 evil. Which is 2 cards away. I was a medium. And we have a witch. No one is corrupted because doppelganger and shaman sandwich poisoner. Okay. And then you can't corrupt either one. 2 cards away from evil. So you're saying original Baker is always good? No evils adjacent. 1 evil. Just 2 away. Okay. You lied to me. No, I guess it could be you. Baker chain cannot start without an original Baker. Okay, so in that case, if there's no original Baker, but you still have a Baker, then you know it's a fake. Ah, you piece. Sus in that case. Druid. Okay. A lot going on here. Got technically 4 evils. Half the board. Closest evil is clockwise. Got 2 jesters. Not 3 jesters. 3 jesters, no doppelganger. We do have a drunk. 1 closest away from evil. 4, 6, or 8 is evil. I kind of feel like you're the drunk since you're sussing yourself. Kind of weird. 1 away from evil. Learn how many are evil. There are 2 evils. There are 2 evils. Interesting. There are 3 evils. There's no way. Outcast. There is a drunk. Okay. That I believe. Closest evil is clockwise. That's crazy. No, you're not evil. You're not even corrupted. So it's gotta be. I still feel like this is the drunk. There's 3 cases where I was a baker can be truthful. Puppet baker, doppelganger shaman generated baker. 2 or more bakers turned the same villager into a baker. It's good info. I don't think I'm gonna remember it though. There's a lot to keep in my mind. No worries. Clockwise. Okay, so if you're telling the truth, and you're possibly telling the truth. Oh, the puppeter. Okay, learn the most suspicious type. 2 investigators. I got a new think. And pick one. You're saying shut up. I got a new think. You are sus. Which is 3 cards away from closest evil? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's potentially one of these boys. What happens if I pick 5 or 7? There is a demon. There's a minion. Interesting. Minion? There are no outcasts. Curious. So if you... No. So which one of you died? Lied. You said minion. That's true. You saying demon. That's not true. And then... one of you is a puppet. The puppet... it's evil and cannot lie. So you're the puppet. What do we got? Puppeteer, shaman, bah. That's rough. Ooh, and... okay, nothing else. Get relaxed with the eye, bro. Okay, 2 jesters, 2 lovers, 2 oracles. Closest evil is counterclockwise. I was an oracle. I was an oracle. We have no original baker. So that can't... yeah. Okay, I see now. No evil adjacent to me. How many are evil? You can tell me the truth? There's 2 evils. 2 evils. 2 or 8 is a puppeteer. Between 3, 7, and 8, there is a minion, true. Oh no, just 3 and 7. A minion and a villager. Well, technically true so far. There's 2 evils adjacent to me. There's no evils adjacent to me. Okay. Closest evil is counterclockwise. That's true. The puppet cannot lie though. You're saying 1 or 8 is a puppet. That's also true. But I have no way of knowing. Okay, we got lucky there. What is left? We have Ba. And Ba hides one outcast. No evils adjacent. 2 evils adjacent. No, you're a real bishop. So you're lying. But you could be corrupted. Lying oracle. All mentions are good. Lying bishop. All mentions are villagers. So you're saying a lying bishop would just say everything is a villager? 2 evils adjacent, no evils adjacent. I mean, it's got to be one of the lovers. Question is which one? Seven couldn't be a liar. Eight and 2 are clear. Since puppeteer is lying. Yeah. Yeah, I know this one is good. Because they told the truth about the puppet. Right click. All characters in my info are villagers. If lies. Okay. Now. Yeah, so it's gotta be one of these two. I feel like it's a bit of a coin flip though. No evils adjacent to me. How do you know if I have a Lycan? I guess because I took damage. I took 1 damage before. 1 pair of evils, 2 pairs of evil, 1 pair of evil. What's happening? Lycanthrope. I didn't take damage, so it's been revealed. The drunk? What do you do? I disguise as a not in play villager. A not in play villager. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Holy, okay. Don't take damage on the first night, as it takes 1 night for him to transform. Okay. He didn't transform now, since we opened everything. Which means he's in the first set. And I feel like, since it says... I disguise as a not in play villager. And this guy also disguises as a not in play villager. One pair of evil, 2 pairs of evil. And then the shaman also duplicates counterclockwise, counterclockwise. Learn if any is evil. True. But do I believe you? False. Can't kill. I kind of feel like this is... There's one pair of evil. Evil is counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Or two evil. There's one pair. There's two pairs. So I feel like there's nothing that corrupts, but the drunk is corrupted and lies. Is one or two evil false? Okay, you were the drunk. Is there one pair of evil? Is 3 or 4 evil true? And we also have is 1 or 2 evil false? But since it was the drunk, and we now know 2 voice crack. Alright. I mean, it's okay if you give some hints, but you don't just give away who it is. Drunks are fake villagers. Drunk was a fortune. Because he's a random, not in play villager. Okay. I see what you mean. One pair. Closest is counterclockwise. So you told the truth. You, though. You are lying. And if a lycanthrope is the slayer, this guy could be the chancellor. No corrupted. Okay, we got a Lilith. No one was corrupted. Left side is more evil. I felt that one. 4, 6, 8. There's a villager, minion, and outcast. 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. Well, I guess we can assume that 6 was probably the villager. Unless Lilith kills undiscriminately. Left side is more evil. No one was corrupted. Lilith is 4 cards away from closest evil. Learn a role that's among them. Well, that's not. If I pick you two, there's a witch or alchemist. Well, there is an alchemist, so I guess it's technically the truth. Learn if any is evil. 4, 6, and 8. If lies, all characters in my info are villagers. But you're mentioning there's a minion. So likely telling the truth. 4, 6, and 8. And we know 6... No, we don't. I guess we can't assume that it was a villager. Left side is more evil. No one was corrupted. Between you and you. Is 4 or 8 evil false? Interesting. Random outcast. Who's my outcast? The doppelganger. No outcast. Killing you. Architect is good. 4 or 8 is evil. False. No corrupted. I mean, that's true. We have nothing that corrupts. Or no outcasts. We don't know what 2 of these cards were. No corrupted characters. Where is he? 4 or 8. Oh wait, 1 evil did die. We have no idea which or what it was. Either the minion or the witch. 2, 3, 4, there are no outcasts. Between 7 and 8, there's a witch or alchemist. I mean, it's true. There's no corruptions. Between 4, 6, and 8, there is a villager, which is our architect. 6. Wait, but this made us. This talked when it died. Usually the evil characters talk. So 10 must have been the evil one. You're saying 4, 6, and 8. 8 is our villager. 6. Six is outcast, maybe? Damn it. You were Lilith. We go again. I'll be right back. to get this ciabatta. Who's affected by evil? Any knowers how many ascensions are in the demo? Who is affected by an evil? Okay, bro is sussing himself, thinking he's a drunk. Infinite? What does the ascension actually do? Just makes it more difficult. Okay, 4 or 5 is a chancellor. No evils adjacent. I am 1 card away from corrupted. 4 or 5. One of y'all. Evils are not adjacent. 5 is good. And one of y'all is a doppelganger. 4 or 5 is the chancellor. One away from corrupted. I feel like if you are the drunk, can learn who is the puppet. Corrupted character. An evil villager turned into outcast. Clone character. Who's affected by evil? Or 5 is a chancellor. You were the drunk. Interesting. So if 2 was affected by evil, assuming he's not just lying, what would he be affected by? Outcast. Doppelganger. So it's gotta be you. No evils adjacent. 1 card away from corrupted is true. Are you no. Yes. That's crazy. Roja baited me. 2 cards away from evil. 6 was affected by evil. 2 pairs of evil. 6 was affected by evil. As long as you don't die, you win. I was a baker. Six was affected by evil. Neither of you... Okay, the shaman duplicated the witnesses. Since neither of them said shut up, I think this guy's the puppeteer. 2 cards away from evil is not necessarily wrong, but also not true. Is a real scout. 6 is a real scout. Between 1, 2, and 3, there's an outcast, minion, and villager. And if lies, all characters in my info are villagers. 2 is a real medium. What do we got? Shaman, Chancellor, Doppelganger, Scout, Holy. 8 is a real scout. Chancellor is 3 cards away from closest equal. And what do? Learn the most suspicious type among them. Amogus. There's no duplicate info. So I guess the one villager that the shaman makes 2 of does not necessarily give you the same info. Number 2 is a real medium. 8 is a real scout. 6 is a real scout. Well, can't both be real. Six or 7 is an outcast. Between 5, 6, and 8, there's a minion, villager, and outcast. So if we assume 6 is an outcast, 6, 7. Chancellor is 3 away from closest evil. 1, 2, and 3. There's an outcast. 8. If 6 is an outcast, then 3 is lying to me. Okay. And we know that the Chancellor has to be next to Chancellor is 3 away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're saying the doppelganger. 2, 3, 1, 2. So yeah, so we did have 3 as our minion. I guess we can assume that 2 is the outcast and you're the villager. Six is a real scout. 6 is a real scout. No one was corrupted around me. There's 1 pair of evil. Got a wretch. 2 investigators. 8 was affected by evil. Interesting. Okay. So we got 1 corrupted. What happens? Can you be corrupted? 6 is corrupted. 3 is evil. Well, 3 is evil. It's true. 1 or 2 is a demon. 1 or 2 is a minion. Interesting. We have no demons. Therefore, you're a liar. Now, you're saying 1 or 2 is a minion. And this one is saying there's 1 pair of evil, which is true. So if there is a minion, it's gotta be this guy. And he is not a minion. Therefore, it's gotta be it's 6 because the Chancellor creates an outcast. No. But then this guy's lying to me. Unless there's another outcast, but there can't be. It says there's only 2 to 3. He was real. Oh. He's lying because there was 2 pairs of evil. Alright, fortune teller. 1 pair of evil. And we got a witch. There's 1 pair of evil. There are 2 pairs of evil. Closest evil is equidistant. And Minions disguise as... I feel like the fact that there's two of them, one of them has to be a minion. There's one pair of you. The closest is Clockwiz. You're real. Learn if any is evil. Is 1 or 8 able? True. Just yellow it. Go for 8. Never YOLO it. I am 1 card away from corrupted. There are no corrupted. 2, 4, or 6 is evil. 4, 6. And our 5, shut up. Successful people are better people. Pick 2. Pick 2, Alright, hang on. Since we have a duplicate, those have to be the ones that the shaman made. There's 3 bards, actually. You're telling the truth. But that could be because you're a puppet. We have no corrupted. So the fact that you died means you're the puppeteer. And then 2, 4, or 6 was true. You're saying there's no corrupted? You're saying there is a corrupted, and there shouldn't be any corrupted. Number 9, shut up. Chancellor and Puka Shaman. So we have, who's our duplicate? We got 2 architects and 2 hunters. I am 3 away from evil. I'm 4 away from evil. Okay. So both of them are lying because they should be saying the wretch is the closest one, but both of them are saying... Neither of them are saying that the wretch is the closest evil to them. Which means the architect could be Puka. No, you could be corrupted. Which means are evil. There are 2 evils. Eight or 9 is a villager. Okay. But the fact that 8 is not saying to shut up means that they must be evil, since 7 is corrupted. Okay, so the Chancellor created the Rambler, which means 6 must be Puka. 8 or 9 is a villager. Neither of them are villagers, brother. 1 or 2, there's a shaman or Puka. They're so true for that. Okay. I am good, Bombardier. 1, 2, or 4 is evil. I am the original baker. Closest evil is clockwise. I was a bard. I was an empress. Wretch. Witness. Number 4 was affected by an evil. Number 4. I am the original baker. If lies, I say that I was a random villager roll. You're saying you're the original baker, so you can't be lying. Which means 9 is lying. You're saying 1, 2, or 4 is evil. And we also got Ba is a demon. One of y'all gotta be fake. Closest is clockwise. Chancellor, and we don't know what's hidden. Could be a doppelganger. 4 was affected by evil, which could mean... No, we don't have a shaman. It's not hidden by Ba. It's not corrupted. There's no puppeteer. I feel like 9's gotta be lying. Okay. 1 is evil. I'm feeling like the Empress is lying. Because the baker, 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. So if you were an Empress and you're an Empress, you gotta be fake. And then Ba is left. Closest evil is clockwise. Gotta be this other baker then. No! Alright, 2 more. Okay, a lot going on. We got a plague doctor and a poisoner, so we got 2 corrupted, 1 duplicate, and a hidden outcast somewhere. So we got 2 poets, 2 witnesses, 3 poets. 4 is a real poet, and you're saying 5 or 8 is a minion. You're saying 2 or 8 is a poisoner. 6 was affected by evil. I don't think that's true. 8 is not corrupted, which means five was affected. Pairs of evil. 2, 6, or 9 are evil. Eight or 9 is an outcast. But the doppelganger wouldn't lie. So wow, I don't think the plague doctor can be affected by evil. Two or 8 is a poisoner. 5 or 8 is a minion. Conflicting info on number 8, but both pointing to the 8. No, 8 was the doppelganger. So 4 is a real poet. 2 or 8. There are 2 pairs of evil. 2, 6, or 9. 5 was affected by evil. So if the Chancellor has to be one of these 3. And then someone is also corrupted. 8 or 9 as an outcast is true. There are 2 pairs of evil. Six was affected by... But affected by evil could just mean corrupted character, cloned character, outcast hidden, village turned into an outcast. So if 6 was turned into a plague doctor by the Chancellor, that means it's either 7 or 5. Chancellor is a minion. Number 4 is saying 5 is a minion. And then 3, you son of a... Alright, one more. Oh no, we died. Alright. I think I'm demon bluffed out.